showtime.
Welcome into the SEC Pub.
Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome in. It's the SEC Pub. I am your host, Dale. With me right now, we got my guy, John from Sports for You. What's up, John?
What up, Dale?
Oh, man, I am excited. It is week one, college football. Man, look, we about to get this thing going, bro. It's gonna be great.
Let's go. I'm ready, man.
Yeah, man. Look, week 0 started off with a bang, upset. Just like college football should, right? Everyone loves an upset. Okay. So we got right. the big upset there. What did you think about that game, week 0, Florida State versus Georgia Tech?
I didn't think it was going to be that competitive. When I think of Georgia Tech, I always think about them running a triple option, and obviously, right. Megatron and Demaryius Thomas ain't walking through those doors, but they was out there playing like the Georgia Tech basketball team, like it was the glory days of Kenny Anderson and Dennis Scott and John Sally out there, or Stephon Marbury. Still, like they had some eligibility left, but in the give Florida State that much problems was just totally unexpected.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I did not expect that either. Look, the people in Dublin, they get pretty good games to start off the year, man. Like, well, how did they get these games? Over in Dublin like that,
It's the NFL trying to, expand their career, expand things in London. So I see this is why they're doing the game. College trying to do the games in Dublin, or eventually gonna see probably more games out of country on the 0 week. But I think obviously they got something with Dublin. I watched McAfee's show. It was the pubs were lit down there. He had Seamus down there serving beers, and then Seamus was the guest on College Game Day. The atmosphere was on. The atmosphere was on.
Yeah. Good stuff. Good stuff, man. All right, Coach.
What's up,
Texas
man?
You ready for this season, man?
Loving it.
That's right. Will, what's up, man? Florida fan here.
How we doing?
Yeah.
Man? Gators. Chomp.
We're gonna talk about Gators too. Week one for sure.
I can dig it.
And my guy Jake in the building. We're gonna talk Ohio State too.
Oh, hell yeah. See, that's why I came.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you come through, man. We talk about the team, all right? That's how it works on the SEC Pub.
We gotta talk about the team in the second best conference. Let's get it.
No, I'm not. No, you know what? The thing is, I have no other choice but to accept that because it's a fact.
Nothing you can do, bro.
There we go. All right, let's start off with our first preview here. Tennessee versus Chattanooga. This game is at Tennessee. It's Tennessee is a minus 38.5 point favorite. 57 is the total. John, how do you feel about this game? But also give me a preview of your season overall. What do you expect your record to be? Everything like that.
He said, is he?
Yeah.
Oh, he's got my favorite player in college football this year.
Ooh. All right. Hey,
Young Nico.
Watch your mouth.
Young Nico is the real deal. I can't wait.
Yeah, local boy. I know for y'all, I'm John Watson, Sports for You. I'm out here in the West Coast, LA. Nico, obviously, he's from Long Beach Poly, with school in Downey also. I'm happy for that we got a new QB. Nothing against my guy Joe Milton. I'm wishing him well with the Patriots, but obviously we took a step back when Hendon Hooker went to the draft, and obviously him tearing the ACL, and we got to relive the whole South Carolina game. It gives me nightmares. But as far as this season, obviously Chattanooga is a good setup for us. Give Nico a chance to get his feet wet. It's gonna be tough. Now you got Oklahoma and Texas in the SEC. We're not gonna have it's not gonna be no it's never an easy Saturday in the SEC.
Yeah,
Especially we haven't had the luxury of being one of the top tier teams of the conference. But we finally got a coach in Josh Heupel who's got us back to I want to say the glory days under Phil Fulmer, but we haven't had a coach with this much consistency since him. And obviously we went through Lane and then Gilly and Butch Jones and then Jeremy Pruitt. And obviously it was just a total train wreck as coaches. But we finally got one. I like Josh Heupel as a coach, of course, former quarterback of Oklahoma, former Heisman Trophy finalist. But I think it's gonna be an easy season. I'm gonna say we're probably gonna go. We'll be bowl eligible because we've been bowl eligible in all 3 years of Josh Heupel so far. So I say we can get at least 8. We can get to at least 8-5. We'll get at least 8-4. We'll probably be good. Probably 8-9-4. Win the bowl game. I think that'll be it. Obviously, we gotta need some luck. We want to get in that top 12 and get in the playoff.
Yeah. It's tough to get in the playoffs, especially coming out the SEC. But if your schedule can be kind of manageable, and I mean getting a good draw in the SEC, right? Like try to play like those weak teams if possible. Yeah. Then you get a favorable outcome there and maybe sneak into the playoffs there. So, all right.
That is a sucker line, 38.5. If I was a gambling man, I ain't taking that bet. I think we can cover it.
Yeah. Well, okay.
Something we might just ease up off the gas.
Yeah, man. You never know.
I can't.
The second half numbers, bro. Like that's the thing there, man. So, all right.
Yeah, I can see us easing up. I can see us easing up off the gas maybe the second half. So I ain't gonna take that line, but I can see us getting. Over that 50 because I think we're gonna put up at least 30. I'll say this: Josh Heupel's offenses have been very high scoring, especially the year we went to the Orange Bowl against Clemson. That offense was just electric, and hopefully Nico can keep that going forward. Because obviously, we got our next game after that. We go to NC State, and then we got Kent State. But our first conference game is Oklahoma. So we need to get these at least going. Try to get in there 3-0 before our first game against Oklahoma. So hopefully we can build some momentum before we get to the meat of our schedule.
I feel like you're not quite sold on Nico. Yes, no.
I'm not. It's not. I'm not sold. I think he's gonna be good. I just need to see him play. I think I've seen him. He's from out here. He's from the West Coast. I'm always biased towards kids that come from LA. So I want to see him now because he could have got some run last year, but I guess Heupel held him back. So because obviously Joe Milton was a good soldier. Obviously losing his job to Hendon Hooker, and then obviously he'd been there for so long. So, and I just the experience wanted to get the experience guy to play, but I think he's ready. I'm excited for this kid, man. He's gonna really let people know that he's that dude. I'm giving him that chance to play consistently. He was playing spot here, spot there. Obviously coming in a blowout game, so we really didn't get to see much. But I know what this kid is capable
of. I can't wait. I've been watching him since his little clips when he was in high school. I've been watching all that, and then when I found out where he was going, I was upset because I'm a Gators fan. But I was like, still somebody to watch out there. Your team got speed too. I like the team. They're just young as hell.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
All right.
I mean, we looked at all the guys we lost over the years, whether it was Hendon Hooker, Jalen Hyatt, obviously. I mean, the running game has always been good, but my guy James Pierce, that's going to be the guy everybody's going to be talking about. I know a lot of people have already locked him in to be a first round pick in next year's draft, but he's going to be that guy who's going to help anchor that edge rush on our defense. Yeah, that's one thing at Josh Heupel. He's still, if there's one concern that I have as a Volunteers fan is obviously we haven't played SEC caliber defense. Obviously, I know him coming from UCF and playing in Oklahoma, so they don't really value defense. They really value defenses out there, but I want him to get. Hopefully, we get a defense that can actually get some stops. Offensively, I'm not worried about it because we got Nico, we got Dylan Sampson coming back. Receivers gonna be what I'm interested in seeing because obviously you lose a guy like Jaden Hyatt 2 years ago who was a Biletnikoff player. Huh?
Squirrel. Your man Squirrel gonna put some work in this year.
Oh, I love Squirrel. Squirrel, right? But you know he's undersized. But you compare him to what Jaden Hyatt was doing. It obviously Jaden Hyatt won the Biletnikoff Award, so you know he's a good. He was a game changer, and I'm not saying Squirrel isn't. Squirrel is a good player, but obviously I want to see can he elevate not to what Jaden Hyatt did, but can he get similar to it? I'm more concerned about our defense because obviously offensive line we got the big boys. I'm not even worried about that, but the defense, can we finally play a SEC style defense and not give up so many points, especially now with Oklahoma and Texas coming to the conference? It's not going to – the points are going to get up. Only the points are going to go up. And James Pierce can only sack the quarterback so many times. We're going to have to definitely get some stops on the perimeter, get some stops on the interior, and our secondary is going to have to show up. But I believe it's going to be good. By the way, side note, I'm a Dodgers fan, and Shohei Ohtani just hit a lead off homer. Yeah, it's just it's gonna be a fun season, man. I'm just happy that Tennessee's finally back to being Tennessee. My bad. Hey, you got people out there trying to get this dude standing at Dodger Stadium since 11 a.m. Store. Back to the main thing. I'm just happy Tennessee's back to being Tennessee because, like I said, we had some really dark days after Phil Fulmer retired. The Lane era was a total joke. Like I said, Derek Dooley, he really only got the job based off his last name. Yeah. And then Butch Jones was cool. I thought Butch Jones was probably the best coach, obviously, outside of Heupel that we had post Phil Fulmer. Obviously, with the Dobbs era with him and Juwan Jennings. And obviously, that was the year we beat Georgia and Florida. And then obviously Butch Jones faded out, and then Jeremy Pruitt was just Jeremy Pruitt wasn't ready. But Josh Heupel, he's that guy. I just hope, God forbid, that Oklahoma, now that Oklahoma's in the SEC, they don't try to bring the prodigal son home.
Okay. Well, that's Tennessee. If y'all really interested in
these SEC coaches, these SEC schools are.
Yeah, man. I'll just that. I don't know if anybody's interested in taking this minus 38.5, but some people are adventurous out there. So
real quick, if I was gambling, I wouldn't take it because I guarantee we're gonna ease up on the gas. If we get up by 4 scores, I think it's only gonna be so much that Josh Heupel, as far as sends them a message, because we're ranked 15, so there's only gonna be so much of us running up the score we'll do. I don't want the 38.5. Man, that's just Jesus Christ.
You gotta watch 2.
I mean, and no shade Chattanooga. I'm not just gonna take that bet.
Yeah, I got you.
I'll take the 57.
Real quick, I forgot to mention this bit of news.
I think we're gonna put up about 40 burger.
Okay, there you go. I forgot to mention this bit of news. The NCAA is proposing eliminating the transfer portal in the spring window. So under this proposal, it's going to leave it to like a 30-day window in December. And so that 15-day window that they have open in April will be closed if this proposal goes through. This is just something else that I think the coaches really want to see as far as limiting the transfer portal. Coach, do you think something like this has a chance to pass? And if it does pass, I mean, do you think it's good for college?
I didn't hear that last part.
Do you think it's good for college?
Looking at it from a coach perspective,
the closing the transfer window to like 30 days instead of right now it's like 45 days.
I think it'll pass because you got to think a lot of. Well, first of all, it sounded like it was a lot of movement that was going on in the spring semester. You already got in between the you got these guys working out, they're going through the spring drills or anticipating go through the spring drills. A kid might be able to notice real fast, like, this ain't gonna work out for me. I think it's just a way of them to trying to police, the massive movement that's going on. I think the only way that it will pass, I'm not sure how the voting system goes for it.
Yeah, I'm not sure how that goes either.
I'm not sure if it's unanimous or majority, whatever the case may be. But I think it's just a way of them. They're gonna probably be like, we're giving you the NIL, that cat's out of the bag. We can never put that back in, but you got to give us something. We're scrambling to try to fill these, to get these teams. We're trying to implement these offenses and defenses in the spring semester, and we got people moving all over the place. So from a coach's perspective, I can see why they want to do it. I do think it will pass. Do I think it's good for college football as a purist? Of course I do.
Okay.
They have to do this. It's a necessity. They need to drop it maybe even down lower than 30. It was too many. It's too much movement. It's too much movement. And so because of that, this has to happen. I really hope it gets passed. I'm sure it'll be majority. Who votes? The coaches?
I don't know how the voting works. That's what I'm not sure of. Maybe it's the college presidents or something like that, ADs or something.
I can't imagine who would vote against this outside of the players.
Right, exactly.
So it's got to.
They don't have a vote.
Changed.
Yeah, players ain't gonna have no vote for sure.
Of course not. Why would they?
For sure. So okay.
Yeah, they're of course not gonna let the player. They're not gonna let the players have it because this is free. This is free agency for them. They ain't gonna want. They ain't gonna let that. They ain't gonna let that
go. But revenue sharing is coming next year. I'm gonna assume it's gonna be less movement every year once revenue sharing is in place.
Right. We said this when the NIL came up. In fact, that's when I started my podcasting career. That there was going to be ebbs and flows. That's exactly how it started. It's going to be ebbs and flows for this. There's going to be moments where, all right, this is going great. And there's going to be moments where we got to fix this part. It's brand new. So everybody was used to doing this under a cloud of smoke, hidden in back alleys, paying boosters paying them and stuff like that. So this is a whole new thing for them. So I think this is going to be one of the steps in the right direction for the NIL. Because NIL, I think, is a net positive, but I do think there were some negatives that came with it. And this is one of them. Everybody just jumping ship. So hopefully this curbs that a little bit.
Okay.
Side note real fast.
Mm-hmm.
They are meeting in a video conference in September to talk about the matter more. But the 4 power conferences, the SEC, Big 10, ACC, and Big 12, are all, as far as the Coaches Association, are in favor of the move.
That's it. Done.
So it's
big. The only conferences that matter said, yes, change this.
Yep. All right, let's move on to another game here. Let's talk Ohio State versus Akron. This game will be at Ohio State. Ohio State is a 49-point
We got a worse spread.
Yeah, we're talking about all the bad games first. 58 total. All right.
Right.
So,
exactly.
Talk to me, Jake. How you feel about this game? How do you feel about your season? What do you expect your record to be? That sort of thing.
Let's go Akron.
I am going to be I'm real until it comes to the Michigan game. I do see us dropping a game to Oregon, but other than that, I feel like we can go. We can win the rest of the games and be 13-1 or whatever it is going to the playoffs. And I do think that we could quite possibly get the 1 seed, if not the 2. I am still not a fan of Ryan Day. I think he should have been fired 2 years ago. but I do think Chip Kelly's going to bring on a different side of offense. I think Will Howard's going to do just enough. He's the de facto weak link on the offense, but I think he's going to do just fine because he looked good at K-State last year. And this game against Akron, they could cover that, but at the same time, I think this game's going to be over before halftime, and you're going to see a bunch of different players that aren't those starters in the game come the second half. It's Akron. They suck.
Right. So are you expecting to win Big Ten or?
Not with Will Howard.
Number 1 seed?
I'd say I say it's a high probability because Michigan's not going to be as good as they were last year. I said I said it literally an hour ago that I think Penn State's on fraud alert. I think everyone's talking them up just because they want to pick one team to hype up, and I think they're frauds. They never do good. James Franklin, never been scared of him. Never thought he was
got hype right now.
Who's that?
Y'all. Ohio State is being I've heard this, multiple people call this the most talented team ever.
And it quite possibly is.
Will Howard's the quarterback, guys.
And I think Will Howard's going to do just fine.
Just fine isn't what you expect from the most talented team ever.
I think
that was a crazy statement by those guys.
No, the problem is that they needed to bring him in. Look at the other quarterbacks on the roster. We have 2 young guys that could be the starters next year in Aaron Nolan and Julian Sand. You have a guy that's a runner in Brown, and then Lincoln Keenholz. He's just a Swiss Army knife that we don't know what to do with, but he's not nearly as good as the other 2 young guys on the team. I think this team is great, possibly one of the most talented this year. Will Howard, say what you want about him. All he's got to do is go out there and just get the ball to people and not turn it over. And he doesn't turn it over. That's not in his game. He don't turn it over. Just throw the ball and do your thing. I think that this is a great team. I think we're going to end up with the 1 or the 2 seed with the bye. And I'm looking forward to this year, and I'm looking forward to getting a win back from Michigan finally after these 3 hard years.
So y'all going to beat Oregon?
No, I don't think we're. No, I said absolutely not. I think that's going to be our only problem this year, straight up.
But they're not going to be a problem just during the season.
Yeah.
I mean, we could meet up with them again, but I think that we're going to be a well-tuned machine by then and be able to take it.
How do you feel about the other schools from the Pac-12 coming to the Big Ten?
Not scared of Washington whatsoever. USC, not scared of them whatsoever. Not at all. Was it UCLA was the other team?
Yeah, they're not a factor right now.
Not scared of them whatsoever either. Oregon,
UCLA, USC, Oregon. Yeah, was that USC, UCLA, Oregon, Washington.
Washington. That's what it was.
Yeah, so I'm not scared of 3 of them in Oregon. They always somehow end up having a nicely stacked team with good, very, very good players on it. So I think there's
Phil Knight, baby.
Trouble.
Phil Knight, baby.
Uniforms.
Uniforms is crispy. Yo, they got so many dope uniforms that half of them ain't even in the game.
Yep.
Yeah, no, and
that's terrible.
They're an absolute.
What's terrible?
They're an absolute problem. I'm not looking forward to that game, but there is a game I am looking forward to week 2. I can't wait for that, Coach.
Okay. All right. We're already talking smack already. Let's go.
Oh no! Oh wait, it ain't no smack.
Let's do a favor for them.
He's gonna do us a favor. I hope.
Yes, indeed. Okay. Well, let's go over here to Texas here, Coach.
Hook 'em, baby.
Versus Colorado State. This game will be played at Texas. They are a 32-point favorite, and the total for this game is 60. Coach, what you expecting to see this week and overall throughout the year?
The only part about this game that worries me is obviously with the running back injuries that we've had. We lost a starter.
Yeah.
Then 6 days later, we lost one of the backups. So I got to see how we're going to look. I think they're going to have to identify who's going to be. Well, Blue's going to be the starter, but they got to have to identify which one of the true freshmen is going to be, the adequate backup. So we'll see how that goes. As far as how they go this well,
Look at them, they're infighting. Look at them, they're infighting. Look at these two.
Calling out the Cowboys are the college football. That's major disrespect.
Brutal.
No, because they've won one since I've been an adult. So but I think for the season, I see them going 10-2. I'm a little concerned about that game week 2 in the big house against Michigan. And then they got Georgia at home. So I think they lose both of those games. But we'll see how it goes. I still think we find a way, with the expansion of the college playoff, we still find a way to get into there. The defense is going to be good, though. Defense, receivers are they just reloaded their receivers because they lost like 3 receivers and a tight end. They're pretty much reloaded at their position. It's the running game that bothers me the most. Offensive line, very good, very stout. Got All-American on the line, but got to see what Ewers does, man. He came back. I think Arch. We might see a little bit of Arch in there. Arch shows something, for Malik Murphy to transfer.
You don't have an Arch package?
I think we might have an Arch package. He looked good in the spring.
All right. There we go.
And I didn't realize how
inside
much
jokes from our show.
I don't realize, but I think now if Ewers goes in, he's kind of tripping a little bit. I wouldn't say he's got a short leash, but I don't think they're going to hesitate to put Arch in.
Yeah, his leash is shorter than an iPhone charger.
You said shorter than an iPhone charger.
He like when you gotta play PS up close to the system. Yeah, because your cord too short. Cause that man Arch, everybody want him to play, man.
They're itching to see him play. And to Chuck's point, they are the Cowboys of college football because those boosters are like Cowboys fans. They are very, very impatient. And
that's because most of them are Cowboys fans.
That's true. That's true. Exhibit A.
At least y'all got to the Final Four long before y'all got the Final Four. It didn't take y'all 30 years to get the Final Four at the Cowboys.
It's true.
Yeah,
and it ain't coming no time soon. But I digress. But
Coach,
the one
do you
thing, but the one thing about the freshman core running back that we have, Jerry Gibson, I like his size. I like his upside. He's coming from IMG. He's from Will's team's neck of the woods. He's out of Gainesville.
Right.
And
so he's fast.
He was a top recruit coming out. So he may be able to shine.
Okay. So now we got a guy out there chasing rabbits playing for Texas.
Telling you,
right? Yep. There's a ton of kids on that team. I was surprised. Well, not really. I think Charlie Strong, when he was there, he kind of opened up Florida to Texas.
Yeah, right.
But there's a lot of kids from Orlando, other kids from Gainesville. But one thing that I got some kids from Cali, a lot of kids from Cali on here too.
Mm-hmm.
But one thing that I do know when they come to Texas, whenever they finally get it out of their heads and they recruit out of DFW, that's when they compete. The last time they won the championship, they had a lot of DFW players on their team, and they're recruiting out of Dallas again.
Okay.
All right.
Do you believe that this is a good? Do you believe this is a good tune-up game before week 2?
This is a good what?
Do you believe that this is a good tune-up game before week 2, though?
Yeah, Colorado State's no pushover now. They got they're a well-coached team. I don't know who the starting quarterback is, but if it's the kid I think it is, which is Fowler Nicholas, he's pretty good player. He's out of Aledo, which is the powerhouse here.
Okay.
Nice.
They won. I think they won like 12 state championships at their level.
Why the hell you go to Colorado State?
I want to say it had something to do with the offensive coordinator.
Oh, okay.
Was that a younger player?
That's loyalty right there.
Yeah.
No, I'm thinking of the completely wrong team. There was a Utah quarterback that was supposed to be a starter, but Cam Rising stayed so long, and he transferred to Utah State. I got Colorado and Utah State mixed up. My bad.
Got it.
Okay, so according to our lads, he has Braden Fowler Noloski, whatever, sophomore. That's the starting quarterback of Colorado State. There,
that's the local kid. I guarantee we got somebody from the DF Dub on y'all favorite team. We balling down here, baby.
Now you got me wanting to go look at Ohio State's roster.
I know y'all got some kids on there from there.
Yeah.
My Gator roster been pulled up since the show started. Last year.
Will's got a skeleton crew in Gainesville.
I do.
Y'all gonna be back, Will. Y'all gonna be
No,
back.
we're gonna be back. We just gotta get rid of Billy Napier. We just gotta move on from that guy.
Hey, better y'all than us, because there are plenty of LSU fans want to get Billy Napier, man. I'm telling you that.
Why? So far, the best thing he's done, but he's recruited okay, at least this year.
Yeah.
He got DJ out of Texas, and he got my guy Aiden, the receiver. What's his name? Aiden
Hutchinson.
No. Where is my guy? Oh, Aiden Mizell.
I was close.
Out of Orlando, Florida. So,
all right, we're coming to you, Will. You happen to have the best game of the week, so
yeah,
you're going.
I'm the only one who's going to lose week one. You assholes.
All right, so now it is time to talk about LSU versus USC. This game will take place in Las Vegas. Oh man, at the Roomba Stadium there. LSU is a 4-point favorite. The total for this game is 64. Just looking at the matchup, looking at all of the preseason talk from each side of the coin, these teams are pretty much mirror images. We've got like the fifth-year senior quarterback waiting his turn, and he's going to be the starter. For us, it's Garrett Nussmeier. This is somebody that we've been looking for. And I know it sounds crazy because we just had a Heisman Trophy winner at quarterback. But before Jayden Daniels got to campus, we were hoping Nussmeier would become the starter and be that guy for us. And so now we're happy that he actually has his turn, and we're hoping it's going to work out. As far as wide receivers, we lost a bunch to the draft for sure. Our top two guys, but look, it's the SEC. You gotta reload. So we went and got CJ Daniels from Liberty, fast guy. He put up a bunch of yards. We had Xavier Thomas from Mississippi State. He put up a bunch of yards out there. Kyron Lacy
slow at wide out.
Looking slow. What?
No, so I don't mean speed wise. I mean like overall talent. You're like just okay.
Okay.
Receiver.
Okay. You just
you're fast though.
You just wait till we play Florida.
Okay, you're gonna kill us. We suck. That's
right. You're doggone right.
How
doggone
good or bad your receivers are.
So, but Kyron Lacy is going to be our number one guy. He's a redshirt senior. He's been waiting his turn, and now it is his turn. And we return one of the best offensive lines in the country, anchored by Will Campbell, who's going to be a first-round pick. Our right tackle, Emory Jones, he's probably going to be a first-round pick. We probably the best tight end in the league, Mason Taylor. He's probably going to be a first-round pick. So Nussmeier is set up to succeed at quarterback. Now, will it happen? We'll see. But he did pretty good in the bowl game. And so that's what we kind of hanging our hat on. As far as the defense is concerned, one of the worst defenses historically in college football last year at LSU. So we fired the defense coordinator, brought in a new guy. We got a new defensive line coach and Bo Davis from Texas. But we finally got a defensive line coach. Yes. Finally got a defensive line coach. We had none last year. Okay. Perkins, still that guy coming off the edge. He's going to be playing much more middle linebacker than just edge, but they're going to use him everywhere. He's going to be a problem. I think he's the closest thing to Micah Parsons you're going to find in college right now. And that's my comp to him. The question mark. Yeah, hey, look, the question mark is going to be at cornerback because we don't have guys there where we're a year away. We got another recruiting cycle to go where we can solidify that cornerback position. But we got our new DB coach back there, and I think we're gonna.
Y'all was DBU.
Be decent. Yeah. We're coming back. Okay, it's gonna take a year. All right, we happen to get our DB coach back from Florida because they were so stupid they let him go. So thank you, Florida. Appreciate that. And yeah, man, it's just gonna take a year and we'll be back. DBU, guarantee it.
Smoke that.
So with this game,
how you feel about Brian Kelly as a coach, Dale?
I like Brian Kelly. I like Brian Kelly as a coach.
You like the accent?
Yeah. Look, his accent's fine with me. Just win, baby. That's all I care about. I like him. God. I like him as a coach to the media too, because he doesn't like BS. He's going to actually give you answers that you can use on your podcast and stuff.
Oh, there's no BS. There's no BS like that accent. No BS, huh? All right. Fuck it.
He did that show on the basketball court too. That
accent was so. That was just so
disrespectful.
He could have did anything else. That was the worst thing he did.
Channing Tatum did a better job.
He should have came out talking like a full-blown Cajun. I would have respected that more. Like if we couldn't understand none of it, I'd have been like, yeah, he did the work.
I know nobody can replace Coach O. Okay, we don't need that.
Coach O, baby, go Tigers.
Well, Coach O served his purpose. He served his purpose.
One of my closest friends is the LSU guy, and I loved Coach O, and he hated him.
Yeah.
So you actually trust Brian Kelly?
Yes.
That's a crazy statement. Why would you even ask that? And then why would you say yes?
We've been 10-2. The past 2 years, we've been 10-2.
What game did you lose last 2 years?
10-2, huh? Driving y'all motherfuckers off the edge.
I mean, that's what it is. But I mean, look, I have no reason to be concerned about that. And then his track record says the third year is the year his teams take that step forward. Now we'll see if that happens with us. But hey, it's his third year in LSU, so let's see what happens. But this game, I will take LSU minus the 4. I think we're gonna be ready to go. Again, we lost the past 4 openers, and this year we're gonna break that streak. So there you go. So, all right, let's get to our final game. The best game I saw of the week. I see what
you did here. I know what you did here. I knew you were going to do this, but it's cool.
It's the best game of the week, man.
I'm here to show
Florida versus
the
U of Miami. Miami is a 2-point favorite. 54 is the total. Will, how do you feel about your Gators? How do you feel about this game?
Take the under and the point. It's not.
Damn.
Yeah. Look, I love my boys, but we got some. We still. This is the framework year where we put everything in place that we got to build. We got a solid recruiting class. Not great, but it's not the worst. But I think we need a couple of freshmen to step up and show that they're ready to take over this team because we need leaders. Greg Mertz has to be better than Greg Mertz, I guess, is what I would say. And all of this is just paving the way. I'm putting all my hopes, dreams, and wishes in my Gators in a man from Texas. And it won't be this year, most likely, but maybe they'll get a package for him. But my man, DJ Lagway, man.
Good kid there.
Out of Willis, right?
Yep.
Out of Willis, Texas, man. I got high hopes for this brother. He is enormous, cannon of an arm, can move. We just gotta get some receivers out there for him too, though. So we're gonna lose this game. We're not gonna beat the U, which is just egregious, losing an in-state rival. But it's okay because this isn't the year that we're supposed to make the changes. Next year.
The only thing I don't like about Miami is the quarterback. So that I think
who is the quarterback this year? Who's throwing the rock for them?
Yeah, we've been hearing that about y'all forever.
Let's see, Miami.
I know Tennessee ain't say that.
Okay.
I know Tennessee ain't say that.
I can't stand y'all dudes, man. I know I can't stand y'all dudes.
I would hate y'all, but why
leave
bother?
Our talents in Knoxville, which is like really
bother?
Like the opposite of LeBron when he comes to taking talent to Florida. But I mean, come on, man. I'm saying is every time we play, we should have beat y'all by now. But every time we play y'all, every time we play y'all, see like when I come to Knoxville, it's cool. But when we go to Gainesville, they seem to leave their talents back at the crib. Like they forget them, like they forget their homework to their professors or something.
Ain't easy to play in the swamp, man.
This. Man, F that. You got to get over the hump. Hey, Lakers finally beat the Nuggets in the playoff game. Lakers finally beat the Nuggets in the playoff game. We gotta beat Florida. But I'm gonna ask you this though, Will, about the Gators. What is the temperature on the obviously the quarterback situation y'all lead with this year? Because obviously Anthony Richardson's been gone 2 years now. I know a lot of Gator fans ain't really too sold on Billy Napier. I mean, who was out there that you really would have wanted to see to be the head coach of the Gators post the Urban Meyer era, all this stuff with Dan Mullins and everything?
Oh, post Urban? Oof. There's been so many. I'm also. I thought when Dan Lanning was available, I wanted us to go out there and make a move. And turns out that would have been a great move. Look what he's doing with that team over there right now. So Dan Lanning was who I wanted, or just any quarterback, any quarterback's coach, like any coach who could bring in a quarterback or make the quarterbacks that we had better. Because that's one thing since Tebow, it has been a struggle bus at quarterback for us. Like it's been bad. So I mean, our highlight in that time
coming back to the SEC if the price is right.
Yeah, I just don't know if it'll be to Gainesville. I wish, but yeah, man, like we need quarterback play in the worst way. Mertz is been probably the best we've had since
Phil Knight got that.
Yeah, Phil Knight get them all. But
how do y'all replace Pearsall?
You don't replace a Pearsall. That man he's nasty. So I don't know if we're gonna be able to replace. So Mizell, like I said, the freshman Mizell, I don't know how much he's gonna play this year. I don't know how ready he is, but they need to get him out there because we need weapons out there and he can play. We have a bunch of like number 2 receivers. Chime, DK, who else we got? Our best receiver. Oh, TJ Abrams is young. Badger will be out there. Burke. But none of these guys at all are game changers like that. So the best we got is Eugene Wilson, sophomore. He got some speed, but he's 5'10", man. Like, yeah. What does it mean when they're in yellow?
Yeah, but you're there.
Incoming new addition to the
transfer?
team.
Oh, okay,
transfer.
okay, transfer. Yeah.
New
All right, yeah.
addition, transfer, or freshman.
So they went out and got two receivers. They got DK and Badger.
Mm-hmm.
But again, there's speed. We got speed out there, but the talent level at receiver is hurting for right now. But that kid right there, Aiden Mizell, he's gonna be. I think he's gonna be official.
Okay.
I just don't know if it'll be this year.
All right. So if indeed you go ahead and fire your coach at that point at the end of the season, how quick do you think you can get something in place to keep the rest of your recruits in place and your roster in place?
I don't know, man. I gotta call Prime, see what happens. Get Prime to come to the SEC.
That's what you're hoping for, huh?
Bring Prime to the SEC. Because look, hey, even if we're not good, if we're a spectacle, that'll be fun again.
Yeah.
And that's what he does, spectacle. I don't. It's going to be tough to get somebody in there quick, but who's out there? Hey, look, man, we'll calm down all the NIL stuff if Saban will come through. Everybody just stay. No transfers, no nothing. Everybody get deals. Everybody
talk about wishful thinking.
Yeah, 100%.
Man, talk about shooting. God.
I need a magic lamp for that one.
It ain't happening. I mean, God, we're in line. You know what I mean? Get in line.
Yeah, get in line. I'm hip.
I guarantee every SEC school not named Alabama.
At least we have a little prestige. We got a little prestige if you want to come.
George,
Yes, man. Yes, indeed.
I guarantee everybody got there was the same thing. It's like with Village. I mean, but you gotta be willing. But if we gotta just be willing to, but you gotta be. But our school's gonna be willing to let Saban be Saban.
I don't even think it's gonna matter anymore because I think Saban's fed up with the transfer window. Right. I think he's good.
Yes, that's what I think it was.
He can't put the fear of God in players anymore because they will just transfer.
Just leave.
Exactly.
I think coaches are just. I think the NIL really just coaches aren't. They just don't want it. It has its benefits, and I want these kids to be compensated for their families and everything. But we all know that there's probably a little politicking with it because obviously certain schools can do what certain other schools can, and obviously a school like Florida or like all these schools in the SEC, they got some resources because you got a lot of those famous alums. Bless you.
Thank you.
I forgot you were here, bro. Jesus, get the shit out of my sneeze.
Yes, indeed.
Where the fuck that come from? That was in my room.
Yo, man, week 1, college football, it's here. We're going to have football for the rest of the year, every weekend. So everybody enjoy the games. Fellas, I appreciate y'all joining us. When you show up to the show, we're going to talk about your team.
Can I ask a question for the panel?
Yes, sir.
Y'all think Colorado's on upset alert tomorrow night?
Colorado.
Hey, I won't be surprised. They got a lot going on besides football nowadays. A lot of outside noise.
So a Tuesday in Colorado now, like outside noise. That's what Dion's middle name is.
Yeah, but he kicking out reporters and stuff now.
Yeah, it's getting hard. It ain't easy to deal and talk all that shit when you're 3-8. Like it's not.
Who's that matchup? I'm looking out for that matchup.
And
North Dakota State,
banned
right?
CBS because let's be clear. Because CBS Sports put out a story, a report. I guess like a report saying that they feel that he was the second worst coach in all the Big 12.
Oh,
so he's not talking to anybody from CBS, not even a CBS affiliate in Colorado.
So Cincinnati's the first one.
What?
Shedeur be the next Cowboys quarterback. I don't know about tomorrow, but next year he'll be. Oh God! You don't know Dallas has to think in order for what. Do people really know that Dallas has to stink in order to get a guy like Shedeur Sanders?
They are going to stay.
Or they can sell their soul and Dak.
See,
I got
don't
29 games
They're not
this
going to be. They're not going to be like. They're not going to be like a 3 or 4 win team. They're going to be in the middle of the pack.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah,
a
I got
wild card.
29
Too. And that's even a wild card these days.
Yep. Yeah, I don't see them
Is
getting
Jerry
Shedeur.
willing to trade up?
Yeah, I doubt it, man. You talking about
He can
trade up in the top 5? No.
He can offer a team whatever first round pick, second round pick, and Dak. A down bad team who needs a quarterback will take that deal over a rookie that they don't even know for sure is going to be good.
Yeah, Dak decides to go to a team. I don't know why he would, but
Only problem is that you got to pay him all that money.
Yeah.
they say he's going to get $60 million on the open market.
Well,
Crazy
man.
ass.
Yeah. Dak's our $60 million man next year. Somebody gonna pay him.
Yeah, it might even be at a team to the east of us.
Mm-hmm.
Not
Possible.
too east. Please don't come too east.
Not too
Yeah, I think
east.
it might be I think it's either going to be, if it ain't Dallas, it might be the Raiders. But you bring up a team in the East. Keep an eye on the Giants.
That's what I'm thinking right there.
Makes sense.
More mediocrity for them, huh?
Let Dak stay right there in the division.
Mm-hmm. That's the ones that get him.
Who for the
Division
Giants
rivals,
or for
man.
Cowboys?
The division rivals always get the players from the other teams, man. So yeah, that makes sense.
Bro came in demanding answers.
Man, that's Mark's older brother, Dale. What up, man?
Yes, indeed. Okay. So yeah, once again, man, you join the show, man. We'll talk about your team. We were scheduled to talk about Arkansas, but no Arkansas people showed up, and we were scheduled to talk about Boston College. No Boston College people showed up either. So sorry for you guys.
Can you
Why
blame
would
them?
they?
Can you blame them?
I'm
Show up at the end of the show. Talk about what's the topic.
fan in college football. When you talk about
Say again.
Yeah, John was very
Dale came on my show
football
last week to talk NFC South. He told me that
Yeah.
one of the panelists was a Boston College fan. I had to be like, he had to be an alumnus from there or something, right?
It's definitely a backstory.
Okay. Well, yeah, this is what we
Like,
said
heck,
about.
he was- I mean, what Matt Ryan? I saw the only person I know from Boston College was Matt Ryan.
And that's it. He done. He done rounded out the
I
list.
don't know everybody.
Luke Kuechly,
Yeah, Kuechly came from there, right?
Willie Green was getting. There's a big job up after Kuechly. It's a big job.
Yeah,
Doug
hey,
Flutie,
I
man.
know Daniel.
Shout
I
out
know
to
Daniel
Thousand years
Williams
old.
is
Cincy
here,
boy.
but outside of that, I
That's
can't
Cincy boy
name
right there.
anybody. That's probably Mount Rushmore right there.
It is. The only other
That's
one
it.
probably Luke Kuechly,
But
Matt Ryan, Willie Green, and there's one more. There's one more. I can't remember who though. Oh, he's in the league now. Young boy, receiver, Ravens.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Flowers.
Flowers. Yeah.
oh, Zay
Dang.
Flowers.
Mm-hmm.
Dang, that's right.
and
He
that's
did go to Boston.
about it.
Yeah, that's right. He did go to Boston
Damn.
College.
Oh, Justin. What about Justin Simmons? Was he Boston?
They probably have more for basketball, but I can't even think of nobody for basketball.
No. So in basketball, we're nice, and then we don't. They're nice, and then they don't go to the league. So like they had Tyrese Rice, Bell back in the day, and it's slow after that.
Yeah, see, Tookie.
Is that where Bias went?
Right for you. We
Tough.
couldn't
He
talk
dropped
Boston
Doug
College.
Flutie.
But so sorry, we can't talk Boston College now.
Oh, man.
You know what?
Oh,
It is
'cause-
Justin Simmons.
Now everyone want to bring up Doug
Justin,
Flutie.
yeah.
Where the heck? We named everybody in the mama. Everybody named mama. They favorite and the most favorite person. The most favorite person is Doug Flutie. The most favorite person is a dude who won the Heisman 40 years ago.
Yeah, I went to his camp. He threw a Hail Mary to me. I caught that shit.
Get your Flutie Flakes.
Wrong time.
Yeah, man. All right. Well, we're gonna wrap this show up.
Booty flakes.
Again, fellas, I appreciate y'all for joining the show. John, tell us what you got coming up this week on Sports for You and how the people can find you.
First, I want to thank my man Dale, Coach Will, Jakes. Good to meet you, brothers. Hope to talk to some more SEC with y'all throughout the season. Thank y'all for letting me be a part. I'm John Watson, 1/3 of the Sports for You podcast. We out here in LA. Myself, my brothers Mark and Nick Freeze. We're live every Tuesday and Friday at 6:30 Pacific time on YouTube, X, and Facebook. You can follow us on YouTube at Sports for You podcast. That's sports, the number 4 and the letter U. We're on Facebook at Sports for You podcast. We're on X and Instagram at Sports for You podcast. You can follow me at John Watson 0984 on X and Instagram. But yeah, subscribe to Sports for You podcast on YouTube, and we got merch. We just got the new Sports for You logo, t-shirts, and hoodies. You can DM us on Twitter or Instagram for prices and available sizes. But we're coming up. We're completing our 2-a-day series this week. We've been going through each division each week for the last month. So Friday night we'll conclude with the AFC West, and then Sunday, me and my man Trail, who's of course been on with the family also on the Best in the World podcast. We're doing a NXT No Mercy watch along, and we'll be keeping tabs on that LSU SC game. Because like Dale, my man Trail's the LSU fan as well. But we're gonna do that, and then next Tuesday we're gonna preview the NFL season, give our predictions, and who we got going in the big game and all that. So thank y'all again for joining us. So just follow us on YouTube and all other social media.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Once again, appreciate y'all for joining us. We will catch y'all next week. We out.
Remember to follow us on social media at BSNBia Media. Also, smash the like button on YouTube and share with friends.